Hi, Hayden here, and this video is going to be part of my experimental video series. In this one here, I'm going to go over why I am retiring my Canon XH-A1 video camera, and it comes down to technology, improvements in technology. This camera has been a great camera for me, more than paid for itself many times over, and the reason why I got it was this camera actually takes a mini DV tape in it, so you open up the side, put in a little mini DV tape, and record on tape. But when I bought this camera, I never intended to shoot on tape, and I never have. I always shot on a digital video recorder, a DVR, that attaches to the side of the unit. You know, it has a belt pack. You can put it on your belt, or you can just hang it on the side on the hand strap on the side of the camera. Get your weight and balance and everything set up, and everything's good to go. And it connects with a mini DV FireWire, or a DV video FireWire connector here. It's a mini FireWire on the back of the camera and a full size of the 6-pin on the front side, which is just kind of a bigger plug, right? So, and that's a connection. And then it records a video. So this is a great system and everything. Got manual controls on my lens. I got, you know, all kinds of semi-automatic and additional controls on the side of the camera, different settings, controls, features, volume. I can plug 2 different microphones with the XLR, and it has phantom power to power up the microphone built right into it. Why would I want to get rid of that, right? And the reason ends up being the reason why I'm shooting video on my cell phone now. A cell phone, actually, for the kind of video I'm shooting now, for professional purposes, I need a different camera. I can't really shoot professional video on my cell phone for the kind of video I shoot. But I can shoot video, technology marches on, and let's give you an example here. Like, say we're looking at, you know, right down the barrel of the lens here, and take out our flip out monitor. We got to flip it all the way around. Now I've had to remove the hood for the lens hood, you know, that nice big hood that keeps out extraneous light and stuff. This is the flip out screen on this kind of pricey camcorder, you know, at the time. And this is the flip out screen on the replacement camera, okay? So the screen is only here, you know, so this screen is much bigger for that. Well, not much bigger, but it's, you know, visually it's a lot bigger, you know, when you're sitting there this close to it. So it makes a difference. And this camera here doesn't have all the manual settings on it and everything else, but it has, you know, on the flip out screen, you can touch the menu features and you can do things here to make your videos look. And this camera here has continuously shocked me with the quality of the video I come back to the office with. I'm like, there's no way I got that shot. I'm not saying anything to anybody, but I'm like, somebody says, you got that right? And I'm like, yeah, I got that shot. Because I kind of depend on the technology of the camera, and it always has. This camera has blown me away with the quality and the clarity of the vision of the end video that I was able to bring back. Now, this is the Vixia HFR 500, the Canon Vixia HFR 500. This camera here is 3 generations out of date, right? They get the 800 or something even better now, or newer, you know, more fancy. But this camera, when I purchased it, was less than $200. It was like $199, and my wife, Misdemeanor, saw it and said, buy it, you know? And that was to replace this camera at the time, a couple years ago. And the reason for, or a few years ago, and the reason for that was this camera here with all the bells and whistles and everything else could only shoot 720p. It shoots 1080i. But that's not 1080p. So it's not full high definition resolution. And I didn't actually catch that at the time. When I saw 1080i, I thought I was reading 1080p. If I had known better, I probably would have held off. But this camera, the little camera, the HFR 500, does shoot 1080p, and it does a magnificent job. Still, for the kind of videos I'm shooting now for YouTube and everything else, these cameras are even better. Like I said, I'm using the ZTE Axon 7 itself, already out of date, but it still shoots great video. I'm not going to replace it. It's a cell phone that I no longer use as a cell phone. I use it as a mini browser kind of thing when I'm sitting around the office. Even when I'm in the office on my computer, I might want to look something up real quick. And if it's compatible with a mobile device to look something up that way, because some websites don't work very well, I'll use my cell phone. But it's a cell phone. It works real small. And this little chip holds this one here holds 128 gigabytes of data on it. It's just far, you know, better than this digital video recorder, and a whole lot less money, right? So technology marched on, and that is the reason for the replacing, or the retirement, I guess, of the, you know, because I've already replaced it, but now it's like time to fully retire it. Let me talk about the reason for that generally. This is basically the same thing as my cell phone. The ZTE Axon 7, I shoot my video, like this video right here. I'll shoot the video, I'll take it, reconnect it from its power supply. I'll explain that in a second. But I'll take it from its power supply, plug it into my computer, my editing computer. I'll download the file to the editing computer because I have a very large hard drive in there for that purpose. And it transfers quickly, very, very quickly. So you really can't touch that with the other technology. It's very slow to transfer files, especially these large files. Then I can edit the video and upload it to YouTube and be done, and delete the video file from my cell phone. Let me talk about the power thing for a minute. This camera, of course, I have a battery for it somewhere. Here we go. So I have a battery for this thing, and it goes into the back of the camera, but on this camera here, if I'm using the camera, I can't plug in the battery because it's a battery replacement. On the other end of that, there's a power supply, which is where you connect the battery to charge it up, but it won't charge the battery while the battery connector, the battery replacement's plugged in. So I can't recharge my battery unless I bought another battery charger with it. So that's another thing. The older technology just, wasn't really there for me. But the cell phone, I can be shooting video like I am right now. I'm shooting video. This cell phone, my ZTE Axon 7, and probably this Moto E4 thing will charge up while I'm shooting video. So when I get done with the thing, when I get done with my video and everything else, this camera is already fully charged and ready to go shoot some more video. And that's just a fantastic thing. And if I'm outdoors and have to come back in to recharge it or whatever, that's fine too, because I also have a portable battery that I can take with me to charge up the phone out there in the field. And the phone will run while it's being charged as well. Okay, so that's just a really great thing with that. So it's a whole lot smaller package. All of this material here requires power to be plugged in on a wire. The cell phone is just portable. Even the microphone doesn't require any power. I just plug it right into the side of the phone and I'm good to go. And that's really all I need. So this microphone, the cell phone, maybe a tripod, or if I'm hand holding the video, it's good to go. All right. So that's why I say the best camera to have, the best camera to use is the one you have with you. And our cell phones is the camera that we have with us most of the time. Anyways, well, it's kind of a sad day to say goodbye to an old friend who's done very well, but it certainly earned its retirement. All right, so with that, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like this video, make a comment below, let me know you came by to say hi. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It's very important to the growth of my channel on the platform here. And until I catch you in the next video, take care and be well.